Good morning everyone. Today we will discuss about properties of materials one by one. And first of all, we will discuss about the property appearance. Yes, appearance. On the basis of appearance, materials can be divided into two types, shiny and dull. How many types are there? Two types. On the basis of appearance, materials can be divided into two types, shiny material and the dull material. For example, gold has a shiny surface and wood has a dull surface. The shiny appearance is indicated by the term luster. Yes, by the term luster. Means those materials which have shiny appearance are known to have luster, or they are said lustrous material, and those which do not have luster or do not have shine, they are known as not lustrous material. For example, gold and silver are lustrous materials, and wood and iron do not have luster. Some metals like iron and copper often lose their shine when they comes in contact with air. Their freshly cut surface have shiny appearance, but after some time they lose their shine due to the action of air and moisture on them. So, on the basis of appearance, we can categorize different materials into two categories, shiny and dull, luster and not luster. Now, we are going to discuss our next properties, that is the hardness and softness. We can divide the materials into two categories on the basis of their hardness and softness. When we press different materials with hand, some of them can be compressed easily, while other cannot be compressed easily. You can see, when we press different materials with hand, some of them can be compressed easily, while other cannot be compressed easily. So those objects which can be compressed easily are known as the soft material, like your cotton and sponge. And those materials which cannot be compressed easily are called hard materials like wood and iron. So, on the basis of that, we can categorize different materials as hard and soft. About solubility of different material. Yes, solubility. On the basis of solubility, we can divide the materials into two groups or into two types, soluble materials and insoluble materials. Those materials which completely dissolve or disappear in water are known as soluble materials like sugar and salt, and those which do not dissolve or disappear in water even after stirring for a long time, those materials are known as insoluble material. For example, your chalk powder and soil. So, on the basis of solubility, how many types of materials are? Yes, two types, soluble materials and insoluble material. Let us find out the difference between soluble and insoluble. For this, we need 3 beakers. Take 3 beakers and label them A, B and C. Fill half with water. In the beaker A, add 1 tablespoon of sugar. In beaker B, add 1 tablespoon of soil. And in beaker C, add 1 tablespoon of sand. You will see that sugar will completely dissolve in water, soil will not dissolve in water, and sand also not disappear in water. Means sugar can dissolve, so it is soluble material, and soil and sand, these are insoluble in water. So they will not mix with water even after long stir. Now we will discuss about miscible and immiscible liquids. When two liquids completely mix with one another or dissolve into another, they are said to be miscible liquids. And if two liquids or more than two liquids not mixed with each other and make a separate layer, these liquids are known as the immiscible liquids. For example, water and milk, they are the miscible one, and the water and oil, they are the immiscible one. Let us find out how. Take two beakers A and B, half filled with water. In first beaker, add vinegar, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and in another beaker, add 1 tablespoon of mustard oil. You can see vinegar completely dissolved in water. So so vinegar is a miscible liquid, while the mustard oil will not dissolve and form a separate layer. It will float on the surface of the water. So this is an immiscible liquid. Some gases are also dissolved in water, like oxygen and carbon dioxide. These gases are must for the survival of aquatic plants and animals. Oxygen gas for the process of respiration and carbon dioxide gas for the process of photosynthesis. Some gases are also not soluble in water, and these are nitrogen and lactic acid. Floating and sinking materials. Objects may float or sink in water, and on the basis of this property, we can divide them into two types: floating materials and sinking materials. Some materials that are not mixed or dissolved in water, they may float on the surface of the water and are called floating materials. Means those materials that are not mixed or dissolved in water and float to the surface of the water, they are called floating materials. For example, plastic board, dried leaves and mustard oil. On the other hand, heavy materials, heavy materials that sink easily to the bottom of the tumbler, they are called the sinking materials, like your stone and the drops of honey. So, on the basis of floating and sinking, we can categorize them into two types. Objects may float or object may sink in water. Now the next property we will discuss, this is the transparency. Yes, transparency. On the basis of transparency, we can divide the materials into three categories. How many categories? Three. The first one is the transparent material. Next one is the opaque materials. And next one is your translucent material. Yes. On the basis of transparency, we can divide them into three categories: transparent material, opaque material and translucent material. Transparent material, those materials which allow light to pass through them and we are able to see through them clearly are called transparent material. For example, your glass, clean air and water. On the other hand, those materials which do not allow light to pass through them and through which we are not able to see, these objects are known as opaque material. For example, your wood and paper. And those materials which allow light to pass through them but partially, and we are able to see through them but not clearly, these objects are known as translucent objects, like your colored paper, oil paper and colored plastic. So on the basis of transparency, there are three types of objects: transparent, opaque and Let us see how we can find out the difference between them. First of all, take a piece of paper and hold a piece of paper and look through it towards a source of light. Take a piece of paper and hold it towards a source of light. What do you think? You are able to see the light through a piece of paper? No. Now put 2 and 3 drops of coconut oil on it, and now from this paper look through towards a source of light. You can see the light, but it is not clear. And now take a piece of glass and hold this piece of glass towards the source of light. You can easily clearly see the source of light. Means a piece of paper is an opaque object. The oil paper is a translucent object, and a piece of glass is a transparent